Welcome back, guys. My name is Zach, and this is episode 4 in the Self Mastery series. Another great workout today, guys. Just feeling super strong, pumping iron every day in the gym, pumping everything I can find. Really did a hard shoulder workout today, and I did about 20 minutes on the treadmill. So I felt great. That was, pretty early this morning. I got up, had my black tea. Talking about my diet. So my pumping up, my working out's been great. That's 3 days in a row. I did chest and tris and half hour on the treadmill 2 days ago. Yesterday I did 4 miles on the treadmill and back and biceps, and today I did 20 minutes on the treadmill and shoulders and legs. So I didn't really do much for legs. I just always counted that whatever workouts I do on the treadmill. I don't like specifically pump my legs too hard. I should. I know I should, but kind of wimping out on there. So I know I need help, guys. Like my food choices have been good. I had like today, I'm just going to run down quick. Every food item I ate today was eggs, avocado, a small amount of cheese, like 2-3 ounces, beef patties, 2, a cup of rice, some grapes, a big Honeycrisp apple that was amazing, and a salad. And I ate also 1 bag of microwave popcorn. Okay, that was probably not awesome, but not that bad. Some fiber and some not too high calorie for the volume of food. So eggs, avocados, cheese, beef, rice, grapes, apple, a full salad, and a bag of popcorn. Was that a bag of popcorn today? I think it was. Okay. So anyway, all pretty good food. No candy, no chips, no cookies. I mean, the worst thing I probably ate was the grapes because I ate a lot. It was like a 2-pound bag of them, and I ate the whole thing. It was like 700 calories just right there. But so I was trying to, so I still been using my chips. I'm tracking along. I haven't really brought it up lately, but I've been using them all the time anyway. I have the 2,000 calories. I got little $100 chips or whatever. So that's 100 calories. And, so my eggs this morning was 3 eggs, a whole avocado, and like 2 or 3 ounces of cheese. I didn't measure the cheese, but it wasn't a ton. And made an omelet. So I just made a 3-egg avocado omelet, and it was really good. Some salt and pepper and seasonings and stuff. So, and then for lunch was like the rice and the beef patties. No, before that I got out of the gym and I ate the grapes. I ate the Honeycrisp apple in the car because I was starving after the gym. And then I got home and I ate some grapes. And then a little while later and it was kind of a late lunch, maybe like 1:30. I had the hamburger patties and the rice. And then just for dinner, just a little bit ago here, it was kind of a later dinner. I had the popcorn in the middle there somewhere too. And then I just had a big salad, and looking at everything I ate, I mean, the most satisfying, filling thing I ate was the salad. And I feel the fullest from the salad, and it was probably the lowest total carbohydrates. I would say lowest calorie, but the olive oil, I use like 1/8 of a cup of olive oil. That's a lot of calories. But it's all super healthy, good calories. Calories really don't matter, guys. I'm counting calories just because I'm trying to control the volume of my food. Really, if I would have cut out the rice and the grapes today and just replace that with like another salad and another beef patty or even a whole nother egg avocado omelet, that would have been a super low carb day. But you had the grapes and that rice in, and then I totally messed up that carb count for the day. So I'm just trying to be super honest, guys. Like I knew this would happen, and maybe it was even self-fulfilling prophecy that I would lose a bunch of weight. I actually thought I'd lose more than 35 pounds, but that's what I lost. That was pretty awesome still, right? And then even when I started the channel, I was like, well, I'm not going to want to fast for 4 days every 8 days for forever for the whole year. I mean, I could have done it. I could have continued to do it, but it was getting boring and it was getting old. It's super healthy. Not related to weight loss. It is beyond super healthy. Like I have no fear of like the really killer diseases affecting my body because fasting just wipes it out. It wipes out decades of buildup that it takes to get cancer. You don't just get it overnight. Usually it takes decades. And if you're going to say, well, what about a baby or a 1-year-old or a 5-year-old that gets it? It was through the umbilical cord. So let's stay focused on our own health, what we can control. Fasting does and is known to and has been known to for thousands of years to help treat, cure, and prevent those types of chronic illnesses. So I got a note here. It's like, I know I need help and I am going to win. Like I still have my goal of 170, but that's like I said, that's a end of next year type goal. That's a running my full marathon next October type goal. So I still have that 218, which just happens to be the lowest weight I got to in the last 3 years. So at first we had that for April 1st. So now I'm going to rewrite it for May 30th, which is my birthday, my 51st birthday. I know what you're thinking. Doesn't look like I could be a day over 49 and a half, but I am currently 50. And I will be 51 at the end of next month. And I will be 218. Amazing. Originally I had said, well, my weight loss will probably get stalled out because I'm going to be in the Philippines for 2 weeks. But the more I think about it, there's just no way. Let's just say for what I ate today, there's no way I'm eating that there. I'm not going to have access to it. I'm not going to be in my whole apartment is half kitchen, it's right here, I got a place to sleep. I got a place to sit. I got a computer desk. I got a kitchen, a closet, and a bathroom, I should post a picture of my fridge. I have very little food in the fridge. Sometimes it's completely empty except for like the condiments in the door. Unfortunately, I do have some prepper food when I'm kind of a prepper dude. Just stay prepared for emergencies. So I do have enough like rice and noodles, like ramen noodles and bags of rice and canned goods for a long time in my apartment. And the like survival food is not always the healthiest. Like ramen noodles are not. I wouldn't consider that diet food. Although I did have a martial arts instructor that told me to eat them like 30 years ago, but he would be like, eat the 1 pack without the seasoning packet. And then, because he was like a Muay Thai type trainer, they eat the noodles over there. They work it all out. So they know you can eat it. Which, by the way, if you're overweight and you're like, well, how can these skinny people eat Pop-Tarts and I can't? Well, that's why. Because they're skinny people and you're not. Let's just live with the situation we're in. Don't worry about the dude at work eating a whole bag of chips and weighs 140 pounds. That's not you. We got to deal with what we are and be happy. And like I said, I love myself. Do I love my body fat? No, that's not myself. Myself is the intellect of my soul, is the man inside of me that is aspiring to be the greatest man he can be. This body fat is not me. I don't love body fat. It's not healthy. It does not promote longevity in life in any way. I mean, promoting these, you don't see so much of, the media promoting that, overweight men are beautiful, but you see it continuously about overweight women are beautiful. Now, I will admit, women can be beautiful at any weight, but that doesn't mean it's healthy. We're talking about health and longevity and wanting to live to a ripe old age and not just live to be 100, but feel good at 100, at 70, at 80, at 90, and still be functionally, still be cognitive and functional as a independent human being. So just having said that, I'll reaffirm then that 218 is still that fun intermittent, because really once I get to the 1 pound under that will be the least amount I've weighed since 2007, which I went on a big crash diet in 2007 and got down to 213 or 212, something like that. So that's the least I've weighed since like the military days. And you got to go all the way back to the 90s. So I am considering, because I can feel myself ballooning back up. I not really see it, but I can just feel it. Like doing pull-ups and stuff. I can feel when I gain 10 pounds, and I know I have. So since the fast ended. So I'm considering, it's a little late right now because I'm leaving next Sunday. Well, maybe it's not too late. Tomorrow's Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just want to challenge myself to eat extremely small meals, like jokingly small meals, like just to train yourself. Not even, let me just grab this little, I used to test my blood sugar constantly with these little blood strips, and these little containers work great for camping because they're actually hermetic hermetically sealed container, so they're airtight. But anyway, like just say for example, I fill this thing up with almonds and bring it to work, and I mean, let's just say like I don't think more than like 6 or 8 almonds would fit in here. And then, that's not a meal, Zach. No, it's not. It's a training. It's psychological training. Like you sit down, you dump out your 8 almonds, and you like take a bite of each one and have like a ridiculously small meal just to train myself. So then when a healthy, normal sized meal, I can actually be filled up and not have this habit, which now I'm realizing like my overeating is not like some kind of chemical imbalance in my brain. It's just become a habit. When you're eating, you just keep eating out of habit. Like unless I feel like painfully full, my brain is saying, then keep eating, so I have to learn how to defeat that. I have to get over it. I was scrolling through, Audible, yesterday. I think, might have been today. I don't remember. But anyway, I was looking for, and I didn't find one. So if anybody has any recommendations about how to overcome this exact issue of like habitual eating. And I know all the self-help books I read. I listened to again today, Giant Steps. No, Awaken the Giant Within. That's the shorter Anthony Robbins book. That is the one you've heard me talk about, Neuro Associative Conditioning, NAC, and also the Pain Pleasure Principle, PPP. So NAC and PPP. That book, it's real quick. I highly recommend it. If you know anything about Anthony Robbins, just don't even worry about it. He's just a man. Very successful, like self-help guru type guy. But the book, I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Yep, Awaken the Giant Within. I'll turn it on real quick. You guys might get a kick out of this. So like I've listened to these books so often and so regularly that my brain almost has them. Well, your brain does have it memorized, whether you realize it or not. Every word of every book you've ever read is in your brain. Every sound you've ever heard is in your brain. So as time has went by, because for this exact book, for example, I've listened to dozens of times. So the first time I couldn't have done this, but I'm just going to play it.
Maybe, for example, you met some Russians and found out they were people just like you. They weren't part of some evil empire. Or maybe you discovered that if you relaxed and you really let yourself enjoy it, you really could look pretty good on the dance floor. In any case.
So anyway, that probably sounded super fast to you, but I've listened to it so much that just sounds like normal speed. Your brain just really picks up on it, especially when you've listened to it a bunch of times. Like those words are already in your brain, and your brain is just actually recalling them. So you can recall them much faster than you could if it was the first time you were hearing it. So like, and that was at 1.75 speed. Some books I can listen at double speed. So then when I go back down to regular speed,
something happened that planted a seed.
It sounds so slow motion to me that your mind it's like I can't even listen to it that slow. It drives me nuts. But it's only a 90-minute book, Audible book, Awaken the Giant Within. So when I put it at 175, it's only like a 50-minute book or something, whatever. So I knocked it out just quick. I actually listened to it. I started listening to it in the shower, and then I got out and I was brushing my teeth and fixing my hair and putting on deodorant. It was when I was getting ready to go to the gym, and it got me all jacked up to go to the gym. And I just crushed shoulders in the gym today, guys. I mean, for a 50-year-old guy, man, I am putting in the work, you guys. I just have to start being a little more conditioned, a little more disciplined. I was thinking of Neuro Associative Conditioning, and I say condition. And maybe that is what I did need to do, though. I was getting out of the shower, and it was getting into the NAC portion of the book. I highly recommend that book. It's a crash course of just how to get your ass in gear. That I really need to learn how to associate like overeating with pain, and eating like a tiny little meal that I was just joking about as pleasure. And so it did help me today. I the gym. I got out of the gym and I knew I didn't have any like quick, easy food here. I had like beef patties in the freezer and chicken wings in the freezer and some salad stuff in the fridge. but I just wanted something quick to just chomp on because I went and got this humongous. It was the biggest Honeycrisp apple I have ever seen. It was like $1.50 or $2 for one apple. It was so good. And some grapes. And I had bought some other stuff for my salads and stuff. Just like $15 worth of stuff. Some salad stuff and the apple and the grapes. And I was walking through can't remember the name of the grocery store. Is that there's a Hy-Vee grocery store, and I was tempted. I walked by, I go, I don't even go up and down the aisles. There's nothing in the aisles. I know I'm not buying anything in the aisles, so I just went by the fresh produce, picked up some onions and cucumbers and tomatoes and stuff I knew I wanted to add to my salad stuff that I already had half of the stuff I needed. Picked up the apple and the grapes. I looked all up and down. They had all these restaurants. This is kind of a specialty grocery store. There's almost like a bunch of little fast food places in it, but it's all their own custom stuff. A little pizza place and a little Asian food place and a little Korean grill or like a Mongolian grill where they like use the big flat iron and you pick some noodles and meat. Anyway, all this stuff I almost ate everything there. Like I almost ordered something to eat from all these places, and then I was like, no, I got an apple and I got my grapes, and then I'll have some, rice and beef when I get home. And I was walking out towards the cashier, and then I was like, God, just maybe a bag of chips or a snack. And this, of course, they got it right at the end of the aisle. What are those locations called in the grocery stores? The end caps. The end caps. They the most hyper palatable foods and usually like soda pops and stuff are on the end caps. That's the most sales. Those items are sold the most in grocery stores, and it's just a wall of junk food, snack cakes. And then you look down, it's just 1,000 different kinds of chips. And just for a second, it flipped in my mind to want that. But having listened to the Awaken the Giant Within right before I went to the gym, it really made it easier to associate the pain of being overweight from eating junk like that. And then feeling the pleasure of getting to say it right now, even, that I passed it up. And I thought of this today. I just told you everything I ate. To the best of my recollection, I did not leave anything out, and I did not lie. I had an avocado omelet for breakfast. I had my black tea before that, and then I had my avocado omelet. Then I went to the gym, and I had the apple, the grapes. Then I had beef patties and rice. And popcorn somewhere in between there, and late dinner was the salad. And it's 9:48 p.m. now, and I could possibly have a snack after that. Oh, I had some olives. Again, though, that's I had some olives when I had the beef patties and the rice. Like what do you call them? Like the stuffed queen olives. So all healthy food, guys. Oh, I had some celery too. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye, and peanut butter with it. That was terrible. So all healthy food options, guys, but just way too much. Just the egg and avocado and cheese omelet was fine. The 2 beef patties, and if I would have not had the rice and I would have had maybe just like the olives on the side or something, it would have been just to find enough food for lunch, and then the salad for dinner. And even if you add the bag of popcorn in, it still would have been a good day. But then you add in the celery and the peanut butter and the apple and the grapes, and it's just getting to be too much food. Just overkilling on the volume. So, having said that, I had decided in myself this morning when I listened to the Awaken the Giant Within again, to make a video every day. And I'm 19 minutes into this video already, but even if I only make a 1-minute video, I'm gonna try to do it like every single day, except for the 2 weeks I'm in the Philippines, and just at least say, welcome back, guys. My name is Zach. This is episode whatever in the Self Mastery series, and I had this to eat today, and I did this in the gym, and end the video, because I'm just not a liar. I just can't lie. I will never get on here and say I ate 3 healthy meals when I didn't. And it's painful to me to do that. It's hard for me to sit here and look at all this food I ate. I mean, I wrote it down 3 times and thought of more stuff each time. I better not think about it anymore. That is it, guys. That is it. Eggs, avocados, cheese, beef, rice, grapes, apples, olives, salad, and popcorn, and celery with peanut butter. And none of those things are terribly unhealthy. It's just too much. I was trying to eat less than I follow the recommendations on MyFitnessPal. You can put your age and your weight and your weight loss goals. And, I have my current weight in there and I have my weight loss goals. And you can put in your exercise, which adds to the amount of calories you can eat for the day. Or you can decide to not let it add to the calories you're going to eat for the day. Because I just put in that I walked for 20 minutes and I did do 400 crunches. I've been working my way up, and I told you guys once you get to a certain level, because I only have the one machine I put 50 pounds on, and the other peanut machine I put 100 pounds on. But different machines, it's a different resistance. And to be honest, the 50 and the 100, it feels about the same between the two different machines, just because the way the leverage works. But anyway, I did a total of 400, and it's right about there. Right about that 400 mark where you can start to just do them more like cardio. Then it gets to be where I'll just start telling you guys that I did crunches for 45 minutes because it just gets to be too many to count, because it ends up being like 1,000, when you got to go over 1,000, it's hard to keep track of counting them that high anyway, because you lose track. You start daydreaming and you're counting in the back of your mind, but then you start daydreaming and then you realize, am I still counting? Did I miss what number am I on? So I did it a few years back, maybe 3-4 years ago, where I got up to where I was doing well over 1,000, and I just quit counting. And I would I timed it. I would count to 1,000 once and say, okay, that took me, and it would be an hour or something, of crunches. So then you just knew to just do crunches for an hour or however long you're going to do them. So, all right. So I do want to challenge myself over the next week, and I'm going to at least do some meals that are just a ridiculously small meal, and where I'm just trying to train my brain to be happy with a victory because you say it's not healthy to eat such a small meal. Well, it's not healthy to eat the way I'm eating. So I have to learn how to reverse that. And if I got to trick my brain a little bit by eating a super, super small meal, not no 400 calorie meal, like a 50 calorie meal, where you're not even, drink a glass of water and eat 50 calories and go. And that's your meal. And just to train myself, just do it at least one meal a day for the next week. Even if I still eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, somewhere in there, just eat some tiny meal. And then maybe another one and another one, just to program myself, to train myself to get better. So, so I still have I'm going to push for 218 by May 30th. I'm going to eat some very small meals. And I am, if I have to start fasting again, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I do enjoy fasting. You feel great. You lose weight. You can kill it in the gym for at least a few days until you really start running out of glycogen, and then your body switches over to burning fat, and you can push through it. Even people run marathons, in a fasted state. So not that big a deal. You need to drink a lot of water though. So going back to fasting, intermittent fasting, I've been reading more and more about OMAD. And like I said, I've got that's 1 meal a day, OMAD. It works so good, you guys. You could literally, if you would keep the calories down to let's just say you're a 400-pound dude, you could literally just go to McDonald's and pig out every day, just once, and you'd be half the man in 18 months, in 24 months, and you wouldn't even have to, you already eat like shit. That's how you're 400 pounds, right? So just make it easy and just go keep eating your same shit. But eventually somewhere you're going to peak out, 250, 200 pounds, you're going to not lose weight anymore. And, but that's eating junk food. If you had a little more discipline, a little more patience, switch that junky meal to a good meal, and you'd lose even more weight. I was talking to my friend too today about why am I not losing weight as a rapid a pace as I have in the past? And it's 2016. Past, I used to lose weight up and down as a child too, because I trained different martial arts, or I had to lose weight for a boxing, match, or, I would just go up and down, depending on breaking up with girlfriends and stuff. And that's probably where it started. So just going back over the last, 7 years since I was diagnosed with diabetes. It's like, well, how did I go from 315 pounds on January 1st of 2016 to like the end of April, I weighed 245. So January, February, March, like less than 4 months, I lost, from 315 to, so what is that, 55, 70 pounds in less time, or in about the same amount of time as I've had this YouTube channel down and going, and I only lost 35 pounds. And the difference is, I don't feel like this is a life or death situation, so it's not as dramatic as a situation to have to lose so much weight so fast, which reminds me, I did have my A1C down to 5.9, and I want to remember, I looked it up again, and 5.6 is normal A1C. So under 5.7, you want your A1C to be less than 5.7. So 5.7 is the first tick of prediabetes. So 5.9 is only 2 ticks into prediabetes, which I was 25 years ago, and I just never gave it. I was like, oh, prediabetes, that means I'm not diabetic. That's like before you get diabetes. Okay, I don't, the doctors just weren't strict enough, and they don't want to be. They're not trained to be. They want you to get diabetes and be on their medication and their surgeries and their drugs for the rest of your life. God, just looking at my video, I can see my face is fatter than it was like even a week ago, 8 days ago. It's obvious. Okay, that's a kick in the nuts. I have to get back on track. So before I cut myself off, after cutting myself off, I was talking about OMAD. And the 1 meal a day, it really does work good, especially when I combined it with, like, if you can go on like a 24-hour fast up into, like, even if you just did one 24-hour fast, like just say you ate, how you'd have to do is like eat dinner on Sunday night and then not eat dinner or not eat again until dinner Monday night. Like you're just skipping breakfast and lunch on Monday, like super easy. It's a hectic, busy day. Kids are getting off to school. You're going to work. You're running around. I mean, how much easier would it be to not have to pack lunch or have breakfast? So a 24-hour fast, and then you just eat dinner Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Really, you eat dinner every night of the week. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. So anyway, 24-hour fast. Then you eat 1 meal. Do that every day. Then do a 48-hour fast. And then I had worked my way up to a 72-hour fast. So I ate dinner Sunday night, and then I didn't eat dinner again until Wednesday night. So 72 hours later. Then I ate the OMAD, bing, 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 the 5 nights in a row. And then again, this was only 3 years ago. I had gained weight back after my diabetes was cured. And I lost like 45 pounds in 2 months. And I felt great the whole time. You never, 72-hour fast is about the limit where you're going to feel good. You're not going to like pass out or get too weak or have low blood pressure or anything in less than 72 hours. And you're way into the healing effects in your body. But by the 72 hours, you're rebuilding stem cells, and your T cells and your immune system you're regenerating. Your growth hormones are going up. Your testosterone's going up. It's just crazy. And then you eat a healthy meal. And for a fat loss meal, it would be like that OMAD would be like just meat and vegetables only. Cut everything else out. Just eat like a ribeye steak and some broccoli or asparagus or whatever. You'd be killing it. So coming up to summer, my 8th note here, long walks, just hard working out, jogging, hiking. Like I said, I got my new water spring that it's probably been there for 100 years, but that I just learned about. It's my buddy just walked there and back with his wife today. And I was like, oh, did you pace it out how far it was? And they said it was 5 miles there and back. So my plan is I have a 5-gallon water jug. I have a 4-gallon and a 5-gallon. We'll see which one I want to carry, but to throw the empty one in my backpack and walk over to there and fill it with water and then carry it back. So it'd be 2.5 miles pretty easy. And then 2.5 miles back with a little bit of a pack load, but it'd be compared to my like military pack load, it would be a quarter of the weight. So it'd be nothing, but it just like, hey, I'm thirsty. Let's go get some water and, be back in an hour and a half. Nice little workout. So I'm really looking forward to a lot of that kind of stuff. It was so nice out today. I really had spring fever bad. I was walking around with my tank top and t-shirt. Okay. My final note, and I am going to be done, and it's going to be right at the half-hour mark, is to pump iron till the day I die and just feel good every day until then. Be healthy, be financially stable, secure, which is wealthy. Don't love money. Love God more than money, which is the wealthiest you will ever be. Love your wife, love your children, love your brothers and sisters, love your parents, love your family, love your friends, and you will know wealth. And then that will lead to happiness. And life will have its good times and its bad times, but that's what makes a good time so good, is that life does have misery and suffering. That's how we know pain and pleasure and true joy. So, guys, as always, jump on board with Jesus. He loves you. And guys, I truly do love you too. And I wish you the best, and that I hope you will consider, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and commenting and sharing your stories with the group. Go to the link on my page, on my channel page, and go to the Facebook page, and we can chat on there as well about anything you've tried, or fasting you've done, or intermittent fasting, or OMAD. Those are kind of the things I want to talk about on that page, and have some little groups going there, some little events going. We could schedule, once there's not very many members in there right now, but we get some more Facebook members on that page, and we'll have like a fasting day, or we'll talk about, we're going to do OMAD for a month, and then just everybody can talk about what they ate and how they're doing and how much weight they lost and how great they feel. You really do feel good eating OMAD too, because you're just not weighed down. You don't get tired in the afternoon at work, because you just don't realize it's the food you're eating that's making you so tired. And if you're tired after you eat, well, it's because you didn't eat good. You didn't eat healthy. Eating should not make you tired. If you eat one banana, you're not going to be tired, and that's a meal. So, as I was saying, jump on board with Jesus, because he loves you. I love you. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.